this. You see a guy, throw him up against the wall, and another guy comes in behind him. That guy you know.
Yes. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And I'm going back in time and I'm going fast forward and back. And all of a sudden, I see Generosa.
Do you ever see her hit him?
No, I do not.
The only time you ever saw anybody hit him was at the front door when they grabbed him and threw him up against the wall?
And outside the bedroom door. I seen him like this, they were like this, the guy hit him a shot, and he went into the bedroom that way. And that was the last I seen.
With a gun?
No, with a hand. Right? They had gloves on with no fingers. The fingers were exposed, and the knuckles were exposed. And that's why I'm saying, on his body, how can you not have his skin sample? When Ted Ammon fought back, he gave the guy a bloody lip. That's why they cleaned the bedroom. That's why they took all the blankets and pillows and everything out of the house. And now I'm like, what's going on? And I'm watching Dr. Phil. And I'm going back and forth in time, so I'm catching all these different screens. I see them. They all got weapons. Not stun guns, not a freaking taser. They got guns. They go into the bedroom. They undressed Ted Ammon. And how do I know that? Because I seen the guy on the thing take his stuff. Ted Ammon was like this. They hit Ted Ammon. The guy hit him was a lefty. That I know too, because they had the gun in the left hand too.
All right. So you're saying Chris Perino was one of the ones that did it. Who else?
Chris Perino delivered Generosa Ammon out there that night. Ted Ammon was killed, Dr. Phil, at 11:53 p.m. How do I know that? Because I saw it.
You saw them beating him?
I didn't see the actual beating. Generosa walked out of that room. It was 11:53 p.m. when Chris came out, gave some directions or whatever, and met her at the bottom of the stairs. And according to what Chris told me when I asked him what happened, he said, Dan, we walked into the room. Generosa and him had some words. Ted went to defend himself. I give him credit, okay? An asshole smacked him in the head with the gun. That's what he told me. That's what I know to this day. So, Dr. Phil, when I'm told that he smacked him in the head with the gun and that he died, it's an accident.
Look, I've seen the autopsy report. This wasn't a roughing up. This guy was beat to death, brutally, mercilessly beat to death.
Dr. Phil, when I saw the autopsy pictures in the attorney's room for the first time, I almost vomited, okay? I had no idea what they did to him. I was told they smacked him in the head. It was an accident. It was an accident.
So, at that point, you were okay with him beating him up. You weren't okay with him beating him to death.
Dr. Phil, I had no problem with Ted Ammon getting a tune-up because he was touching women.
Okay, so are you saying that this was a tuning up gone too far?
It was a tune-up that went bad. Ted Ammon would be alive today if Generosa Ammon didn't show up at that house.